March 2025 is right around the corner, and that is crazy to say out loud, but we here. So we are going to check with tarot, our angels, and our guides to see what is in store for us, what do we need to prepare for, and what we need to focus on for the new month. So let's get into it. All right, so we have the Universe card, we have the High Priestess, we have the Emperor, and the Seven of Wands. First, let me move this around. First, I want to start off with the Emperor. And of course, Aries season is happening on March 20th, so we have that to look forward to. And it is the beginning of the new astrological new year. It is also spring, so it's initiating all this brand new, fresh, green pollen, sadly, all of this new energy. So, and if you've ever met an Aries, they are definitely a fireball, sometimes very hot-headed, hard-headed, hot and hard-headed. So it depends, but I do think that they move in such a way that exudes confidence and understanding of who they are. And I think that's a very, very great place for us to be in, because let me take that back. It's a very good place. It's a very good place to be in, and it's also a very good energy to embody. That's what I meant to say. And the thing is with an Aries, again, yes, they can be hard-headed, but it's like they are the embodiment of the phrase, I'm going to bet on myself and I'm going to do amazing. And for the most part, they always do. So, but like I said, I think that's a very good energy for us to embody, because things are changing very rapidly, not in the best of ways, especially when you think about the political climate and everything like that, and the economy. So I think that if you were wanting to initiate some sort of business or whatever you might be into right now, it could be some new creative outlet, something to get out all of your creative energy, to really take actions towards tangibly experiencing your desires. Aries season is that season. And for example, if you are on your fitness journey, this is the perfect time to kind of begin that as well, because again, this energy of Aries is going to give you that drive and passion and willpower that you need to hit the gym every day, or at least hit the mat, if you're into yoga and Pilates. So, because a lot of people think that they should start their fitness journey in the winter time, which is not a bad thing, just as long as you can stay consistent. But the thing with that is, like, it's winter time, so it's like you're cold, the energy is a little bit more mellow. But with this Aries energy, like, let's go, that's very much that. And with the High Priestess, she is someone who has done a lot of research and really specializes in a lot of different things, and very intuitive as well, especially because we have the energy of, let's see if I focus, we have the energy of the moon in here too. So I feel like and also when I think of the High Priestess and moon energy, it can also kind of come off very motherly. I think whatever you need to do to really nurture yourself is very important as well. So say for instance, you are on your fitness journey, but it's not going to benefit you at all if your diet's out of whack. Like, you need to really nourish yourself from the inside out, and that's definitely something to really consider as well. And it doesn't have to be anything super crazy. Like, I don't believe in being in having like a carnivorous diet or having a straight vegan diet. I think there is a happy medium within all of that. Or say for instance, if you are wanting to have some wings, maybe have a salad on the side, trying to find that balance. And it can be that literal. Also, juicing is a great way to get all of those nutrients and everything in your body as well. And it's worked out for me. It does wonders. It's pretty crazy. Let me see. Oh. And then we have the Universe. which is ruled by Saturn. See him up here. And then we also have the fixed signs on the side as well. We got Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. I'm doing this backwards. That was challenging. Okay, so with the World card or the Universe card in this deck, Saturn gives the energy of like the stern father. Like, I need you to do this so that it helps you in the future. I need you to get your routines together today so that the next day you will be set up for success. And again, there's little things that need to be done each day in order to boost whatever is going on. So, and also with Saturn, it's like you reap what you sow. So if you are doom scrolling on TikTok all day, you're not really going to achieve any of your desires. You're not going for it. You're not, you know, kind of participating in what's happening around you. So that's something that I think Saturn is also really kind of wanting us to say, like, we can go through this transformation, this rebirthing process, but it depends on if we're willing to put in the work. It depends on what we're willing to sow in order to gain, and what we're willing to nurture, again with this High Priestess card as well. But are you going to go for it with this Emperor card? Are you going to actually go for it? Are you actually going to do what's necessary to achieve your dreams? And again, with the Universe or the Saturnian energy, are you going to stay consistent? Are you going to stay consistent? And I said, like, there's all these fixed signs around the World card, and it's really here to help you maintain the momentum. So it's like, and it does not, and whatever you're trying to start, it does not have to be super grand. It does not have to be anything crazy. It's just very simple. Like, for example, again, like I mentioned, doom scrolling on TikTok. This is something that I have actually implemented into my night routine. So after a certain time, no more phones. No more phones. And again, I still can get a lot better with it, because sometimes, like, I'll have an idea and I'm like, oh, I gotta research this real quick. But I'm still trying to be a bit stricter against Saturn energy with how I utilize my time. Saturn. So, because I want to make sure that the next day I'm getting up early, I'm doing what I need to do. And also for me personally, I don't like to rush. I really like to take my time when getting up in the morning, making some tea and stuff like that. But again, it's like, it's all about what you do the day before, the night before. That's going to set you up for success, like I said. And then with the Seven of Candles or Seven of Wands, which is Leo or Mars and Leo energy. Also, this is a 7 card. Sevens are associated with divine intervention. I think because of Christianity, people believe that if you just pray, that things are going to appear in your life, and that's not the truth. If you do, prayer is very important, or doing affirmations and things like that. But again, if you are not putting in the work, to nurture yourself, to nurture your dreams, to nurture what you're trying to build. With the Universe card or the Saturnian energy, Saturn also represents blockages as well. So it's going to create a lot of blockages between you and the thing that you want to manifest. And not because it's trying to be mean or anything. Like I said, Saturn is like a stern father. It needs you to learn these lessons so that whatever you're trying to build, whatever you're trying to do, you have a solid foundation. For example, there are a lot of companies out there that did not have the foundation that they needed, or they did not, I think I said this earlier, they did not nurture their customers, and they ended up losing their customers. And again, it's the consistency that's important, nurturing these connections with these individuals so that they will stay and they will be excited to participate in whatever you're doing. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but bringing it back to the 7 of Candles or the 7 of Wands, like I said, when prayer and affirmations and all these things are very important, but if you don't put any action behind them, it's not going to come through fruition. It's not going to be tangible. And there's some things that you're just going to have to fight for. And sometimes it's like, it's not even like you're fighting other people. Sometimes it's fighting yourself. Sometimes it's fighting to get out of bed on time. Sometimes it's fighting to get out of bed, period. Sometimes it's, you know, fighting to eat healthier. And again, it does not have to be anything super extreme. I'm not expecting people to eat tofu every day, but again, be very mindful of what you are ingesting, because that is very important. So let's get some more cards and see what else we need to be mindful of for March 2025. Okay, so we got happiness and anxiety and ghost. Okay, so with happiness, this is, I think it speaks for itself. I think, you know, happiness also comes with springtime. It's just like, it's time to go outside. It's time to do something fun, time to do something new, maybe go on like a little baby vacation, just to kind of get the body moving. So I think that would actually be a lot of fun to go on a little baby vacation. So, yeah. But happiness. So, okay. So what I'm getting with these two cards, the happiness and anxiety. Sometimes I feel like if you are feeling very stagnant and there is this anxiety flaring up, it's because you're not being active. You're not actually doing anything that is really benefiting you or benefiting specifically the body. Because I know when you have like creative energy or just energy within you, it's like you get antsy, you don't know what to do. It gets a little intense. And then again, that could turn into some sort of physical ailment, which you have to be very mindful of. If you do have stagnant energy with that Saturnian energy, it almost like compacts itself in a way, which is crazy to think about. Even with myself, I've had moments where I was very inactive and I would have issues with like my nervous system, and it just was terrible. But once I got into doing more yoga on a daily basis, or at least every other day, and I have experienced so much more happiness. And even when I'm moving throughout the day, I feel so at ease. And it makes me think about, shout out to, I think I said this before in another video, but typically, like say for instance, funny enough, this card is ruled by Aries, and so Aries is like a child, basically, like a toddler specifically, like the terrible twos. So it reminds me of like when a child is feeling anxious or angry or frustrated, it's because their needs are unmet. So, and again, with the Emperor or Aries energy, it can be very rebellious and very destructive. So again, it's like you could be destroying different opportunities that appear in your life, or they're like you could have gotten one of your prayers answered, but you kind of sabotaged it because you wanted to kind of sit in whatever you're kind of sitting in at the moment. It could be anxiety, it could be depression. And not to say that these energies are easy to move through, but sometimes I do think just a very gentle way of approaching it yoga is my favorite way to release any anxiety that I'm feeling within the body, and it's seen or unseen. It's not always evident. Like for example, I know that I'm releasing a ton of energy when I'm doing yoga because I start yawning. I yawn a lot. I typically yawn a lot when I'm doing yoga, and it's just like my body is just releasing all of this energy. So whatever you need to do to release any energy is going to be important. And bringing it back to like the child or the person with unmet needs who can be very destructive, that could be the source of your insecurities, that could be the source of your anxiety, because you're not, but it's like there's also no reason to feel insecure because you haven't done anything. It's like you're feeling anxious about something that you haven't even tried. And that's also, again, taking on this Emperor Aries energy. Actually give it a try. You might actually enjoy it. You actually might find some happiness within it, but you just kind of have to try. You just got to go for it, again, with that Aries energy. And again, it could be something that creates a more like nurturing energy with the High Priestess, because again, like I mentioned earlier, doom scrolling. So it's very important that you could replace doom scrolling with some sort of healthy activity. Again, could be anything. Like I need to for example, love to kind of like watch YouTube or podcast or movies or something like that, and sometimes I do need to kind of do something with my hands. So crocheting is one of the ways that I want to, and literally anybody can crochet. So just kind of picking up some new hobbies to do to kind of keep busy or to release any creative energy. And nobody has to see it. If you want to share it, you're welcome to, but it's just for you. It is just for you. And again, with this Emperor energy, Aries and the Emperor, or let me say Aries specifically, can come off very selfish. And that everything operates on a spectrum. So that could be a good or a bad thing. It's, you know, it is selfish to step on somebody when you're when you're trying to move past. But there is this level of selfishness that might be important, especially with like the ghost coming out. Being selfish with your energy, being selfish with how you operate with other people. You know, there could be other people who are draining you of your energy. Maybe with the Saturn card, Saturn saying that it's important to set boundaries for specific relationships that you have with people, or boundaries even within yourself as well. Boundaries around what you're going to allow into your space. It also makes me think of with the Empress, with the High Priestess card, like I said, the energy can be very nurturing, but at the end of the day, if you are devoting too much energy to a person, place, or thing that is not pouring back into you, then it might be time to like, you know, either have a discussion or just like take some time to take a step back. Because again, with this, I'm also hearing that the root of maybe your depression and anxiety could be connected to the other energies that are around you. Not just your own habits, but it could be the habits of other people. Maybe you subconsciously, with the Empress and the Moon, maybe you subconsciously picked up certain habits from other people that you need to be a little bit more aware of. And I think with the Universe card and this and this Saturnian energy, taking note of everything that you kind of do that doesn't quite feel like it benefits you at your core, like it's nurturing your soul, you know, specific, or body, actually mind, body, and soul. Let's get all of them in there. But it could be time to maybe establish some more boundaries. Again, we are in this era where it feels very do or die. It feels maybe not that dramatic, but it feels very do or die, or haves and have nots. Like it's like either I follow my dreams and see what happens, or I just simply, you know, discover some new hobbies, or I just kind of sit here. And again, you're creating an anxiety for something that you haven't even done yet. You haven't even done it. Just try it. And again, I know it's kind of scary sometimes, but you gotta try. Just like trying new foods. You gotta give something a try. I think about how people still to this day have discovered, you know, how amazing sushi is, but crazy to think about. Okay, so we have, what is this? Pyrite. Okay. We got selenite and auroralite 23. Okay, so let's read auroralite. Clarity, focus, higher awareness, containing 23 different mineral energies. Auroralite 23 can promote undeniable clarity and razor sharp intuition. Again, with that High Priestess card. An ancient stone, auroralite 23 is especially talented in assisting with past life and ancestral healing. It enhances metaphysical abilities, raising the bar on your innate superpowers. Most of all, auroralite 23 can help you appreciate the human experience and that we are all multidimensional beings. By going within and becoming aware of your inner self, you will be able to show up more fully as your authentic self and who you are meant to be. This is Aquarius, Pisces, and Neptune energy. And again, also with authenticity, that's very Emperor Aries. Like, I'm here. If you don't love me, great. If you love me, great. We're vibing. Like, I'm just gonna keep it pushing. I'm having a good time. You should have a good time. We're all trying to live our lives, and also sometimes we put a little too much weight on what other people will think about us, which I know is not an easy thing to kind of, cut out or create boundaries with, but it is something that I think a lot of people, including myself, has to kind of try not to get too fixated on things that don't actually ever intend to serve us in any capacity. Like I said, you might need to ghost some people, to focus on yourself. And maybe not like just for a moment, just like, hey, I'm going D&D for a little minute, so I get back to you a little later. So we got selenite, luminous cleansing protection. With this moonlight glow, selenite illuminates your spiritual truth and greater purpose. It aligns your chakras and raises your awareness to higher dimensions, opening communication to your spiritual team. It brings clarity to the mind, slices through any negativity and any negativity or confusion, cleansing your energy field and protecting your aura. Again, with Saturn and boundaries, selenite brings awareness to your subconscious patterns, highlighting what is ready to be healed. It activates the crown chakra and provides a doorway to personal transformation. Cleanse your way to clarity. This is the Taurus energy in the moon, and again with the Aries energy, he is wearing a crown. So again, protect your head. That is the part of the body that Aries rules as well. Protect your mind from anything that's also the biggest thing too, is protecting your mind from anything that is draining your energy. And like I said before, if you are experiencing a lot of anxiety and depression and things like that, there could be a lot of things that is draining your energy. Like if you're paying too much attention to the news or what people are saying or whatever the case, there's a long list of things that could be pulling or draining your energy. So you have to be very mindful of, I'm trying to get over here, but this over here from the past or this current situation is tugging at my energy from multiple directions, and I don't know what to do. Okay, so now we have pyrite, which is luck, prosperity, and success. The gold standard when it comes to crystals. Pyrite attracts abundance and wealth and prosperity. Known as fool's gold, pyrite encourages you to follow your dreams and envision your desires. What did I just say? Manifesting powers are high with this crystal when this crystal is at play. Pyrite has that spark. Literally, pyrite can create fire when struck against another stone or metal and is believed to contain the element of fire in its core. Pyrite also acts as a powerful protector, shielding you from negativity and protecting the integrity of your aura. Strike fast and don't look back. This is Leo and Mars. Now this is 2 cards now that has mentioned something about protecting your power and protecting your aura. And I think the other thing too, especially with the Emperor card, is, or just Aries people in general, they don't take themselves too seriously. They are, very unserious people. They are very unserious people. So I do feel it's like, I think one of these cards said, this one, appreciate the human experience and that we are all multi-dimensional beings. I think that we do take ourselves a little too seriously, and especially because of societal pressures. It could be familial pressures. So there's a lot of things that is kind of going on, but I do think that it is important to just relax a little bit. Just kind of relax. Just relax. Do what you can. And that's why I mentioned yoga. I think it's one of my favorite forms of, it is a workout because you are working muscles that you probably didn't know that were there. Same thing with Pilates as well. But it is so easeful, and I think that's what a lot of people need. So again, if you are on your fitness journey, I think yoga is a really great place to start, especially because it focuses you, especially because it provides the tools so that you can be present in the moment. That is also the thing. Again, like I said earlier, if you are feeling a lot of depression and anxiety on shit that you haven't even started, it's like you haven't even started. So it's like, why not just give it a try and see, is it going to cause you any depression or anxiety? It might actually provide some happiness. So you never really know. And also, I know everyone's different, so I try to keep things as general as I possibly can. But if you are interested in doing anything that is more soothing to the body, There are a lot of options out there. I love Pinterest. I think Pinterest is a great way to kind of look into that. If you are curious about certain things, especially that I do, please comment down below. I will gleefully give you a list of things that I enjoy doing or taking or supplements or whatever that just kind of bring me a bit more ease of mind and things that also nourish my body from within. So definitely, again, comment down below, and also like, share, and subscribe, because we're having fun over here. It's a good time over here. It always is. So let's do one more card. Let's see. Let's chat with some animal spirits. So we have the platypus. Shout out to Perry the platypus. Stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. Again, I don't remember what card it said. I think it was pyrite. Staying present, which is very important. I also think I'm going to read the platypus out of the book. Complaining about this or that is a way to blow off steam, which can be healthy to a degree, but ultimately it isn't very helpful for you or anyone around you. Lift yourself up no matter what your present life circumstances are. Face the day head on and notice which thoughts you tend to put most of your attention on. Whatever the nature of those thoughts, the consequences manifest not only in your feelings but eventually in the world around you. Yeah, absolutely, because again, like I said, what I was talking about earlier is the universe with the Saturnian energy. Saturn does represent consequences. So the consequences of you not acting upon your desires or acting upon things that might benefit you in the future is stagnancy, is nothing. You get nothing. Yes, girl, give us nothing. So, sorry. Power flows wherever your attention goes. Power is life force or spirit. When your attention is focused on negative thoughts, negative experiences result. So whenever you notice yourself repeatedly attending to negative thoughts, practice shifting your attention to thoughts of gratitude. Consider the blessings in your life. What are the things that make you happy? You may find a discrepancy between what makes you happy and what you're doing in your life right now. If that's the case, choose to alter one or the other. Either change your life or start doing what makes you happy, or change your thinking to enjoy whatever is going on in the moment. It's up to you. And this card is associated with sensitivity, grounded, clairsentience, inquisitiveness, uniqueness, adaptability, flexibility, shyness, grooming, stability, inner sight, and sense of humor. Again, yeah, Aries always, I've never met an Aries who did not have a really great sense of humor. And I think sometimes we do, again, sometimes with that Saturnian energy as well, we do kind of take things a little too seriously. And I know with the state of the world, that is very easy to do is take things a little too seriously or get a little too bogged down by what's happening. But at the end of the day, the change begins with you. And I know that there have been certain people, okay, so we're about to get into it. There have been certain people in my life that I had to ghost or cut off or completely distance myself from, all of the above really, because they did complain all the time. And again, like I said, with the Seven of Wands or the Seven of Candles energy, I didn't realize how heavy they were weighing on my energy. I don't know if that was something intentional. I don't know what it was, but it was a lot and I couldn't handle it. I just mentally, emotionally, and sometimes even physically, I could not handle it because they kind of just dumped all of this shit onto me. And it's like, I'm trying to be the supportive friend, but it's really difficult to do when this is all we talk about. I can't do this. It's hard. It's really hard. And it's like, I want what's best for the other person, or try to bring a little bit more gratitude or whatever into the situation, you know. And maybe there were some moments that I was being maybe a little too overly optimistic, but again, with the state of the world and shit like that, it's like gratitude is a better option than drowning in whatever that heavy emotion is. And it's very challenging to kind of swim through when it's just a lot. But yeah, like I was saying, I had to definitely like distance myself from a few people because the energy just got too heavy. Some people, I stopped giving them the space or allowing them to complain to me about specific things because they were not doing anything to change their circumstances. And typically there were easy solutions to changing their circumstances, but they just I guess they just really just wanted to complain just to complain. But it's like, if you're not doing anything to change it, what's the point of complaining? Like, I understand if you're gonna actually put some action towards doing something to adjust some things, but anyway, I hope that this reading was helpful. I think that March 2025 is going to be a lot. And also we have quite a few eclipses, which I will get into in a later video, but eclipses can be extremely chaotic. And also with the energies that are coming up, it's going to really strip us of the things that no longer serve us and really kind of put it directly in our face. So it's like, if you don't acknowledge it now, it's still going to be there. You know, like for people who kind of talk about tending to a garden, it's like, if you don't pluck out the weeds, they're still going to be there and they're still going to wreak havoc on everything that's around it. Again, with that negative energy, that's definitely the vibe as well. So it's like, you kind of have to remove these little things, these little habits, these people, these things, these even if it's like clothing, like physical, like an ex-boyfriend's t-shirt or some shit, like it's you know, we might need to get rid of some things, you know, so it is what it is. But I do think that March might be a little chaotic and destructive, but I do think that it's going to give us what's necessary to rebuild. Actually, both of these energies kind of represent rebuilding afterwards. So it just depends on how you utilize this energy, what you're willing to intuitively listen to and take in so that you can properly heal and move forward. And it might be a little bit of a battle. It might be a little bit of a fight, but immediately after this card is the Eight of Wands. And what it represents is all of these energies aligning to hit its target. So it's like, once you kind of remove all these things that is like draining your energy, or you're having to fight against, or you know, to prevent from drowning with all this heavy energy, everything that you're trying to do is going to be a lot more easeful. Everything that you're trying to do is also going to be able to move a lot quicker, because it doesn't have to move through quicksand. It doesn't have to go through all of these different barriers and to get to where you need to go. So that is all that I have. So if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if this was beneficial, or comment down below if there's anything that you want to share with if there's anything that you want to share with, you know, the group about what's going on, and definitely wishing you the best. And also, maybe there's people in the comments, if you guys want to help as well, you know, kind of talk about different things that have benefited you in your journey to self-discovery, or your journey, or just your daily routines. What are some little things that you do to boost your mood? And it doesn't have to be anything super crazy. It could be drinking your favorite tea, you know, it could be like, I had a cup of tea this morning. It was great. It was lovely. It was lovely.